Hi, this is Adam. In this video, I'm going to give you a series of guidelines that you can use to determine whether or not you should be writing el, la, los, or las in front of nouns. Now, that seems to be one of the biggest issues that I had in my writing, and you probably are having in yours as well. Either leaving the definite articles out or putting them in when they shouldn't be there. So this series of guidelines will help you determine that. So let's take a look. Guideline number 1 is this. If when we talk or write, we're referring to a specific thing or things, we generally say in English, the. And of course, that's what el, la, los, and las mean. So that's just a rule. If you're talking about a specific thing, use the. That's why they're called definite article. They define which specific one. So for example, if I say, yo compré los zapatos, I bought the shoes, I bought specific shoes. So I use the article that applies, in this case, los. Now that's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. But in Spanish, they seem to use el, la, los, and las a lot more than we do in English. So the question is, when do they use articles before a noun? The general idea is this. If you're going to use the noun as a subject, even if it's a general noun, you should use the article. If I say cats are crazy, I'm not going to say gatos son locos. I'm going to say los gatos son locos. Cats is the subject, so los gatos. In this case, I wouldn't say terremotos son desastres naturales. I would say los terremotos son desastres naturales. Earthquakes are natural disasters. Earthquakes is the subject, therefore I put it. Now, but if a noun is an object, it's optional depending on what you're trying to say. Again, if it's specific, you're going to use the article. Yo escribo las cartas. I'm writing the letters, specific letters. If I say yo escribo cartas, I write letters. And that's just a general statement. Now, after prepositions, those little words a, en, de, por, para, sin, con. Non-specific nouns or general nouns are a little bit challenging. If you're going to use the noun as a modifier, meaning if it's part of a description of another noun, you do not use el, la, los, or las. Look at these examples. Es una familia con dinero. It's a family with money. Now, with money describes the family, so I don't need el dinero. I just leave it out. Es la clase de español. It's Spanish class. So, español describes class, so I don't need el español. But if you're using it as the object of a preposition, then you can use el, la, los, or las for general nouns that don't describe other nouns. Look at this one. Yo quiero vivir en España por la cultura. I want to live in Spain for culture. Or you could interpret it, I want to live in Spain for the culture. Or, ella lucha contra la pobreza. She fights against poverty. La pobreza is not describing anything else. It stands on its own. So I'm going to use the la for this case. All right, I hope that wasn't too much. This by far I think is the most difficult or at least complex lesson of this course series. But if you can get them down, if you can understand these and when to use el, la, los, or las, it's going to save you in a lot of points deducted from your papers in the future. So study them. Most importantly, think about them and think about when you're to use them, when not to, and it will help you in the future. So I'll see you in the next video, okay?